Hey guys, it's Tom from TNA Automotive here, and today I'm bringing you a video about bed lining my truck. It's a very cheap and effective way of doing it that a lot of people think you have to get like the Rhino line or whatever that costs a couple hundreds of bucks. And if you don't have that in the budget right now, but you just want to protect your bed, make it look better than a scratched up painted bed, this is a great alternative to it. So I just purchased this truck a little while ago. It's a 2014 Ram with the 5.7 in it, and it's in great shape. No scratches on pretty much any of the other part of the truck except for the bed that obviously they used the bed at like a truck should be used, and the bed pretty much just got scratched up because it was never bed lined. So luckily there's no big dents or huge deep scratches, so it'll be easily covered up by bed liner. But I purchased bed liner cans from Lowe's. I think it's a Rustolium brand. I'll check on that, but they're like $6 a can. You buy like 3 and you just pretty much coat the bed until you run out of all 3 cans. And I did it on my last truck and it held up tremendously well. Like I used to cut up if I was cutting up trees or logs and stuff, I'd throw it back there, and very, very few times I've actually had to come back and just quickly spray a little bit. But that's the nice part about the rattle can bed liner is you can just spray and cover any scratches up really quick and easy. And it looks good, and you just put a fresh coat on it if it's starting to get dirty or really scratched, and it'll look good for a very long time. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to pretty much just prep it and do it, and it's very simple. So for doing this project, you don't really need a lot. These are the Rustolium brand truck bed coating, which I've used this before and I've had nothing but success with it. Holds up very well. It's super easy. If you need to patch or scratch, you just spray it over. Just have a spare can laying around your garage. So also you're gonna need is obviously tape, because you want to tape off the top of the bed and you want to mask off like the window area so that you don't have some overspray on your window and stuff. That'll be there pretty much forever because it's bed liner. It sticks pretty well. Also, I got some 220 grit sandpaper. I'm just gonna scuff up some of any spots that aren't scratched already in the bed just to make sure this stuff sticks to it and doesn't peel off. So let's get to it. I have a bunch of clear plastic that I'm gonna be lining the back of the window and the bed sides with, just to protect it. You can see here I started scuffing up the tailgate a little bit with the 220 grit. It's pretty easy to do. If you see, it's pretty smooth there. You don't have to do too much, just enough to give it a little grip for the bed liner. Alright guys, the scuffing is done, and you can see a little cringy when you're scratching up like the shiny paint on it. But I mean, it looks, see how it's all scuffed up now, nice and scratched, no going back. So now what I'm gonna do is you want to clean it out and get all the dust, any dirt that's left, any dust from sanding it out, and get it prepped and ready for paint so that the bed liner will stick to it. Also, a thing to remember I forgot to say earlier is areas like this right here, you want to make sure you really get the tops of these. These aren't as important, but this is where the majority of your stuff's going to be touching. So like here, here, and then pretty much anywhere else that's raising up. So you want to make sure you get those really well so that they're going to have the most contact on them so that it doesn't come off. Now for cleaning this, I just got a bottle with water. I'm going to spray on and then wipe off with paper towels. Also using something like rubbing alcohol or a degreaser is not a bad idea at all. The wipe down process is done. Now it's time to tape her up. Alright, we got a decent amount of this taped off. You see I taped off this around the side of the tailgate here, the crease of the tailgate. Got to finish a little more here, covering up this side. See, I kind of did over here. And then along the top of the tailgate, around the back of the top of the bed, there, sides of the bed, cover up the whole back window. I am going to run some plastic, tape it here and run it down on the side. Now we got the whole thing taped off, both sides, back of the window, bottom of the tailgate, and now it's time to put these rattle cans to work. Work your way down the side. Don't go too heavy, this stuff can run. Boom. So that's a start. So coat one is done. It's a pretty thick coat I put on, and it's dry to the touch now, and it came out really good. Alright guys, we just finished our last coat, about 2.5 coats on all the high contact areas, about 1.5 coats on the areas that really don't touch anything. But this looks great. We just got all the plastic and the tape off of it. I highly suggest using the Rustolium brand. On my last truck I used it's like Chiron or Kylan or something like that. I can't remember the name. I bought it from Walmart. It was cheaper. Thought I'd save some money, but it was peeling off the running boards I put it on. So I wouldn't use that. Stick with the Rustolium if you can. Sell it at Lowe's. It's like $6 to $8. I can't remember exactly, but it looks really good and completely changed the look of this bed from looking all scratched up to a nice black uniform bed liner. It looks pretty real to me. I mean, it's not like a legit bed liner, but it holds up well and it looks great. Hope this video helped you guys. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos of cool little cheap DIY projects coming to you soon.